Hi, this is Dylan. Welcome to my daily trade analysis video. Today is a Friday, 3rd of July. We're going to start off with the euro against the US dollar. On the chart itself, we are seeing the 4-hourly chart on the euro against the US dollar, and price was currently kind of little change and consolidating as the non-farm payroll has just been over, and of course there are a lot of uncertainties in the eurozone itself, waiting for the key referendum on the Sunday for the Greece, whether to stay or exit from the eurozone. Alright, so during non-farm employment change itself, as we know that the data for the employment change is slightly below the forecast, as well as the average hourly earning is at 0%, which is below the forecast as well. By pretty much, but however the dollar did not really depreciate a lot, and in fact it's kind of little change as well, and therefore we are seeing that the Federal Reserve is still moving towards raising the interest rate. Therefore we are expecting the US dollar to appreciate further, while eurozone is facing a lot of uncertainties. Fundamentally we are definitely looking to short the euro against the US dollar. So right now this is the 1 hourly time frame. We are waiting for the chance to go for the shorts, and looking at the 15-minute chart itself, the price that I'm looking at right here is probably at the price of 1.1110 for the better entry price to go for the short. So expect the price to fall all the way back to the support level at 1.0947, final exhaustion level at feedback expansion level of 161.8%, and subsequently going lower to the next support level 1.0821, feedback expansion 127.2%. Alright, so as you can see, the price has been forming lower highs as well, so this is another signal that the price may fall even further. So that's pretty much for the euro against US dollar. So next we have the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. Alright, so in the forward chart itself, we are seeing that there's a falling trend channel. Price has reaches the bottom of the falling trend channel. We may just want to adjust this a little bit to the bottom. Alright, so this matches pretty well, and also at the same time it got supported, or rather exhausted, at the price of 0.6665, Fibonacci expansion 161.8%, and therefore we have already expected a rebound to happen here, and it happened, and we are expecting price to probably rebound even higher, but of course right now we are waiting for further retracement before we go for a long opportunity. Alright, so you may just want to look for some intraday long opportunity right here, but however at the same time we are seeing that the volatility has been very low, so you may, and today is already Friday, and there's, like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty, and the focus is still on the Greece on the eurozone itself. So you may just want to wait for price to retrace probably at least back to 0.6702 before you go for a long. Alright, and only expecting price to probably retrace, or rather gain at the most to the price of 0.6874, because end of the day we are still expecting the dollar to appreciate further, and therefore the price of the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar may continue to depreciate. Alright, so next we have the pound against the US dollar. Alright, so back to the 4-hourly chart. We've seen the price has been supported at a rising trend line, at the same time at the 200 moving average, and therefore we are still expecting price to rebound and gain even further from there. So zooming to a smaller time frame in the 1-hourly chart, the key level I'm actually looking for to go for a long is at the price of 1.5589, or if not back to the trend line itself, and then we shall go for a long opportunity right here. Alright, and later on just take note that later we have the services PMI for the pound as well, and I believe that there will be significant volatility for that, as price has been squeezing very tightly, and expecting a pretty significant breakout from here, from this consolidation itself. So expected price to appreciate all the way at least back to the somewhere at the price of 1.5763. That could be the first take profit level, and of course all the way back to the price of 1.5885. Feedback expansion 1.4%, closes very close to the previous high as well. So there's a pound against US dollar. Next we have the Aussie against the US dollar. Alright, so price has actually came down, and it actually broke below the key support level, feeble expansion 161.8%, the price of 0.7603. Alright, and this morning itself, it has finally broke below again as the retail sales fell below the forecast, and therefore there's probably speculation that the Reserve Bank of Australia may be looking for another interest rate cut should inflation begins to slow down again. So since it has already broken below, we are expecting price to fall even further to the next support level at 0.7532, which is a 3-month low, all the way back in beginning of April 2015 this year. Right, so you may want to wait for price to fall even further till it touches the previous low and to trade the rebound, or rather the retracement, by going for the long opportunity intraday. So just have to wait further. And next we have the dollar against the Japanese yen. So price has appreciated previously right before the employment data, and during employment data itself, it got resisted right away at the falling trend line and it begins to fall. Alright, but right now we also see the price has been supported at the 200 moving average again, and price was kind of little change, as we know that the Federal Reserve is still moving closer to the first interest rate hike. And therefore we are expecting the dollar to appreciate further. Based on the chart pattern itself, I am waiting for price to probably retrace a little bit back to 123.00. That would be a good price to really go for a long opportunity. Alright, and if you were to enter the trade for the dollar against Japanese yen, if you were to long at the price right now, or as price retraced to 133, support level itself, I was advised to put somewhere at the price of 122.26. Alright, below the support level 122.57. And of course, expecting price to really appreciate and break above the falling trend line over here, all the way back to the previous high, or rather final exhaustion level at the price of 125.99. Alright, so that's for dollar against the Japanese yen. Last but not least, we have the dollar against the Swiss franc, which has appreciated as well, and during employment change it fell and retraces. So the drop again is not significant, as we know that the dollar, or rather Federal Reserve, still moving closer to the interest rate hike, therefore boosting the dollar, or holding dollar from falling any further due to the employment change data yesterday. So we're waiting for a retracement, and then to look for an opportunity to go for long instead. Alright, and of course, if you were to enter a trade for a long, expected price to go all the way back to the resistance level 0.9499 and break above it all the way. We are expecting price to really appreciate much further, at least till the resistance level, the price of 0.9664, expansion 127.2%. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward for the dollar against the Swiss franc, and with that I've come to the end of today's trading analysis video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.